Hi guys, welcome back to the Swably Markets Early Trading course. We're getting into a new module right now. Remember, if you have any questions, you could just go back to the links there, and you'd have one of our leaders answer your questions and support you through the process. All right. So we're getting into a new module right now, and this is the fourth module, which is termed graphical representation of the trading process. We find that it's important to create this module and to help people through this module, because it really brings home a lot of the theoretical things that we've been explaining just before you actually get into the trading platform. All right. So let's look at the trade process as it appears. So there's a place on the trading platform known as the Market Watch. Now, the Market Watch is going to contain all the different assets that can be traded. So you've got whether those assets are currencies, commodities, all of those assets lined up and viewable by anyone who wants to trade. And of course, there's a place that's, for ease of terminology, we call the wallet, which contains your deposited capital, the capital in which you want to use to trade. All right. And also there's a price chart. The price chart is a representation of the history of price through time. So on the horizontal axis, if you're familiar with graphical notations, on the horizontal axis you have the time, and on the vertical axis you have the price. And also, it's important to note that coming from the left, you're actually coming from the past. So, on the time axis, coming from the left, you're coming from the past. And towards the extreme right on the chart, you actually are coming to what's currently happening with the price at the present model. So let's assume that we have a representation of time representing it in days, say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're going to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, as an example. Now, it doesn't mean that prices can only be represented like this. As you would find in subsequent modules, prices can be represented in hours or 4 hours or, weekly or monthly, as a matter of fact. But for ease of understanding, we're assuming that we have prices represented. Imagine that you had today being Friday, and then prices represented from history Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you have a price notification which shows a grid of the various, the sort of like the grid representing the move of the price. All right. So typically, if you want to analyze any chart, it's usually the trading platform allows you to be able to essentially drag and drop or put any particular asset onto the price chart, and the trading platform will by itself show you the connection of the previous prices up until the current price. So if we're following that analogy, what that means is that we will have current price as of now in this example will be 70. Okay, because we had price come through history, and assuming that this is Friday, current price now represents where the arrow is, dragging it to the price chart, 70. All right. And then at this point really is where traders actually have to take decisions, okay, as to whether or not this price is going to rise or fall. Okay, as we've severally explained in the past, for any asset, if you will seek to buy, click on the buy when you have an expectation for the price to rise, and you click to seek to sell when you have an expectation that the price will fall. So there are places, there's an order place that allows you to either buy or sell. All right. Now, so just as a simple example to note, what this means is that if you took a look at this, just drew a line to, for instance, the point 90, okay, it just simply means just explaining what the price charts are, that at some point on Wednesday, as an example, the price actually got up to 90, and at another point on maybe in between Thursday and Friday, you actually saw the price at 90 as well, and of course current price now being 70. This just gives you a representation of the movement of price through history. So it's kind of like some type of a record, historical record showing the movement of price. That's all it is. A lot of new traders are usually worried about how the price is being represented, but it's nothing to be worried about. It's very simple. Just simply represents the history of price. All right. So let's give a simple example of profit. Okay. Let's say you have a platform. You got a wallet balance of 500. Okay, and then you've got the price charts, and then you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of this that we had, representing the move of price. Same price, same current price at 70. Now we are required to do an analysis to find, hey, is this price going to rise or is this price going to fall, so that we can potentially make money. Okay, so now in order to be able to fully understand this, we did mention something about PIP value. Okay, PIP value before. So I'll give you an example. Let's assume that based on the volume taken on this trade, the PIP value gets to be, as an example, $2. Okay, so a simple way, what that means is that for each unit rise in the price of this asset one, okay, every time asset one rises in price, okay, the value of that relative to the wallet gets to be $2. Okay, so now I'll give you an example. So let's say, for instance, we see here, just watch what happens here. Price goes from the point where it's it goes from the point where it's 70 up to 80. Can you see here over here? And because the difference between 80 and 70 is 10 units, as an example of change of price, and the PIP value is 2, then we can have a growth of $20, because 10 times 2 representing the difference here gets to be $20. So that tells you how important the PIP value becomes, which represents how much you get by each unit rise of the product. Now moving forward, let's say price moves in addition. Okay, moving forward, price then moves from this point, okay, to as an example, gets from the 80 point, okay, gets from the 80 point to the 90 point. There again becomes another growth of $20 added, because that's a 10 unit, which takes the balance to $40. And then price moves again from the 90 point to the 100 point, and then that gets up to $60. Now this is a graphical representation of the process of trading, showing you graphically how it is that profit can be added into an account, the importance of PIP value, okay, in terms of ensuring, or in terms of affecting the overall capital. All right, and it's also important to note that PIP value is not fixed. You can determine that. So as an example, you can increase the PIP value. If you would increase the PIP value to $4, it changes the amount of profit. But here's where risk comes in, because if you increase this arbitrarily, okay, if price falls and you're on a buy position, you also take a loss commensurate to that same PIP value. Okay, so this is a graphical representation of trading. Now moving on to notes on buy or sell in Forex. So buy or sell may be treated as instructions. So you can think about it as instructions. When you click buy, you make money, that is profit adds to your capital when the asset you're trading rises in price. Precise profit or loss depends on the lot size or volume used to make the trade. Now the lot size is what determines the PIP value. So the higher the lot size is, the higher your PIP value. The lower the lot size is, the lower the PIP value. Now when you click sell, you make money, that is profit adds to your capital when the asset you're trading falls in price. All right, so note that should the price reverse from your desired position, you actually lose money. So if you're on a buy trade and price reverses and doesn't move in the anticipated direction of the rise, then that actually becomes a loss. Now, let's talk about Forex brokers. Forex brokers provide access to the Forex market without which one can't access the Forex market. So the trading platform that I just showed you is offered by brokers. Retail traders can only access the markets with a trading platform provided by the broker. So as you can see, it becomes important for you to have a broker that allows you to trade different assets. Also, through the broker is where you're going to be able to actually have a wallet, as I've shown. And of course, the trading platform, the technology that allows you to buy and sell, those are provided by the trading platform. So from the broker, you would download the trading platform. Good brokers provide good spreads. These are charges when trading, fast execution, and good customer service. Okay, they also manage deposit and withdrawals to and fro trading account. Now, what is a demo account? A demo account is a practice account opened through the broker for which the money in the wallet is not real. So imagine you have an interest, as you clearly do, to trade Forex. You don't have to get started committing your capital, understanding that you need to get familiar with the behavior of the currencies, familiar with the utilization of the trading platform before you can actually get started. So a demo is used only for the sake of practice and familiarity with the trading platform. When you make profit, you really cannot withdraw it. So people don't access emotion to demo trading because real money is not at risk. And trading, a huge percentage of success in trading is how you're able to manage your emotions. A lot of people don't associate emotion to trading because the money in the trading account is not their money is not really at risk. But if you're going to proceed and learn how to trade and become a successful trader, you would have to, at some point, once you have a good strategy and risk management, you'd have to proceed to set up a live account, which actually means committing your capital to trading to develop an emotional balance in trading. All right, so our recommended broker is Amana Capital. Amana Capital has got regulations, and of course, regulations are important because they guide the operations and assure clients and persons who are trading. They assure the reputation and of course the integrity, especially because this is money's involved. So they've got regulations with the Financial Conduct Authority of the UK, the Dubai, and this is one of the strictest actually regulatory bodies in the world, the Dubai Financial Services Authority of Dubai, Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commissions, and a couple of other regulations. And they've got low spreads, commissions, and swap, essentially meaning that when you're trading, the cost of trading gets below relative to some other platforms. And one thing I particularly like is the speed of execution, very fast execution, and great customer support. And lastly, safety of deposited capital, which is very important. You need to make sure that whatever chosen broker, is not one that's not gonna that the deposited capital becomes at risk, not from the market, but from the company itself. All right, so if you want to set up a demo account, you can input this below link, bit.ly/swably-demo in your browser. And you should get to a place where you can find on the website, try demo account or start trading. You'd want to click on try demo account. And there's going to be like questions asked. You're required to select the platform. You should select the MT4 because it has got a great community support. As you get along the line, you can select others. Remember, I expect that you're doing this actually on your personal computer. There's a slight different way in which you can do this if you are on your Android or Apple device, on a mobile device. So, but this works if you're on your personal computer. If you're on an Android or mobile device, you should go to, if you're on the Apple, you should go to the App Store. If you're using a mobile device that's Android based, you should just go to Play Store and download the MT4, just MetaTrader 4. That's the process for that. So you go through the apps solution or the app store, depending on what device you're on. But this works just great. This process explained here works just great if you're actually working on a personal computer. So just filling, select a platform. So fill in your first name, your phone number, email, and city. So select deposit. You select your intended startup capital. Select the leverage. The leverage should be 1 to 500. It's a good start. Impute the captcha and submit. Now, so remember, before you download the platform, it's important for you to do this. This procedure is critical, because at the end of this procedure, clicking on this link and following through, you will be able to actually have demo details, with the recommended broker that we have. So download the trading platform, the MT4 for mobile devices. So you go to the website amanacapital.com/platforms. Go to MT4 for PC. So to run the MT4 file, click on download. After downloading MT4 for PC, check in your download folder. Okay. All right. Then it's usually supposed to be saved as Amana Capital for setup.exe. Double click to install. You can repeat the step for MT5 and multi-terminal. While downloading, just click next till you finish. All right. So now if you want to log in with your demo details on your laptop or PC, the first thing is you launch the platform from the desktop. Okay. How do you do that? You type Amana Capital in the desktop search bar, and you should see the application come up. And then once the platform is launched, this is for like the personal computer. Once the platform is launched, you can go to click on file. The next, click on login. Okay. The next, you'd find that you'll be given a dialog box. Okay. But in order for you to know what login details, at the point at which you were setting up the demo account, you should have login details already sent to your email. So if you check your email, you'd find login, password, and server that allows you to be able to access the account. Okay, so you just type in the login and the password and select your server. So you can see, based on where the arrows are, the login and the password should be in there. Now, any incorrect information will lead to an invalid account. So it's very important that you carefully type in the login and the password. So on the MT4 client terminal, you can just check the box, save account information, so you don't have to do login every time that you want to get to the platform. Once you tick that, if ticked, your account will log in automatically whenever you launch the software. Now, towards the base of the platform, you'd find something that looks like, numbers and kilobytes. Okay. At the bottom, it shows you your connectivity status. Okay. Numbers showing mean that the account is connected. If there are no numbers showing, it means that your internet is off. As I mentioned before, if you have an invalid account, it means your login, password, and server details are actually incorrect. All right, then. So again, quick refresher with the question. When you click sell, this is a quiz here. When you click sell, you make money, win the prize. Again, remember to log into your portal, go to where the questions are, and click on the answer. And you also get, of course, the correct answer. Now, this is a quick question on how to log into a demo account. To log into a demo account, you need the following details. We already explained this, so just go. You can go through the video again just to have an understanding of it. All right, so you follow this link to ask questions about what you've learned. Always state course and module. All right, if you have any questions, just follow the link and chat up with any of our leaders. And that's the end of class 1, module 4. See you at the next class.